ผู้ชมคะในช่วงต่อไปของ News Update Channel ที่ Future Ready Tour 2016 นะคะเราได้รับเกียรติจากท่านผู้บริหาร Director ของ Global Cloud Strategy ของ Dell นะคะคุณ Laxman Bhatia มาให้สัมภาษณ์แบบ Exclusive กับเราเองค่ะสวัสดีค่ะคุณ Laxman Thank you very much for joining us
Thank you for having me over.
Thank you. Well, we wanted to ask you about the three important things that you would like the audience, the attendees to get out of today's event.
Look, I think a couple of things resonate very clearly with me. One is agility. You know, whenever you're looking at any IT solutions from an enterprise point of view, long-term strategy, short-term strategy, you've got to be agile in today's day and age. So agility is one of my top, themes that I talk about, and I'll talk more detail in the presentation later.
Right.
The second I would say is really about innovation. Disruptive innovation. We are going through the golden age in technology, where things like cloud computing, mobile, client computing, artificial intelligence are really disrupting itself and the old models to the new models, and this is the time to really understand the value proposition of these new models and exploit them to your benefit. And finally, it's really all about your business. How can you learn from global best practices, mindsets, cultures, and bring those valuable best practices into your own business, because let's not forget, ultimately it's about people, and people make the biggest difference. So when you drive that culture within your organization, you can sort of harvest technology, business practices, and so forth.
Right, these days in terms of business and the digital economy, things have expanded to such a global scale that different businesses have to continue to catch on and jump on the bandwagon, per se, the digital bandwagon. How would you suggest that customers and clients, how would you advise them to do so in a way to catch up with digital transformation?
Look, there is no silver bullet answer. At the end of the day, it's an evolution. I would say, there are a lot of guidelines that can help customers, like you said, jump on the bandwagon.
Yes.
And I'd suggest an approach which is very lean. And we talk about lean enterprises today. We talk about lean innovative models, which is basically small, agile steps, baby steps if you want to call them, iterative. Experiment and learn along the way as much as you can. And you will finally get there, because the distance isn't so much as the change that you need to drive in your own mindset and your own cultural values and your own business practices. And that's only possible when you take it step at a time, not too disruptive, but at the same time you are innovative enough to experiment, to be creative, to innovate. And that's really the secret sauce.
Definitely. And like you said, a keyword, mindset, adopting the right mindset to advance and develop in the future. And talking about that, what kind of trends do you see for digital transformation in the future?
Look, I think cloud computing is one of the largest trends that has hit us like a tsunami.
Wow.
I think cloud is also a subject very close to me. I drive Dell's cloud strategy globally. And I think it's going to be even more disruptive in the future, where you will see, a lot of automation, a lot of, labor-intensive jobs getting done by machines in a very predictable, intelligent manner. And the machines don't have the cognitive ability, but at the same time, we will be pushed to a threshold where we will have to innovate, recreate ourselves, reinvent ourselves to drive really benefits across the board, whether we use devices like the phone here, or we take enterprise IT, for example.
Right.
Across the board, it's going to be pervasive. What I'm trying to say basically is that, you have to disrupt yourself at the end of the day. And that's the only way you're going to survive. I think somebody said, one of the ex-CEOs of Intel, only the paranoid survive. And it is so true now than ever so, especially in the cloud, where the software business is really driving a lot of the business outcomes. We talk about software-defined data center, we talk about software applications on the phones today, and really consumers just want to consume services at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's also about connecting and connectivity.
Absolutely, connectivity. Without connectivity, it is, it's like the Maslow's pyramid. You need food, you need water, and you need Wi-Fi.
Definitely.
Right.
Without Wi-Fi, people are lost these days.
Exactly. Without connectivity, there is no, a cloud capability whatsoever.
Right.
So, the connectivity is underpinning everything that we do. But, it has evolved over the years and mature enough today where we can say you can exploit sophisticated capabilities, whether on a client device or in the enterprise IT, because the underlying infrastructure is ready. It's ready for the next generation of these technologies that can change, transform healthcare, transportation, every aspect of our life.
Wow, definitely. Very important words and important suggestions and advice for people to catch on and innovate and connect.
Absolutely.
ท่านผู้ชมคะคุณลักษมันนะคะพูดถึงความสำคัญในการสื่อสาร connection นะคะแล้วก็พัฒนาธุรกิจเพื่อที่จะอยู่รอดในสังคมปัจจุบันซึ่งเป็น digital economy คนที่ปรับปรุงแล้วก็พัฒนาแล้วก็ innovate ไปเรื่อยๆพร้อมกับมีมุมมองแล้วก็ mindset ที่ดีนะคะก็คือสามารถที่จะประสบความสำเร็จในยุคของ digital transformation แล้ว digital economy นั่นเองค่ะซึ่งก็เป็นจุดสำคัญที่เราควรที่จะต้องเรียนรู้ไปเรื่อยๆพัฒนาเรื่อยๆนะคะ Thank you very much for your insight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Have a nice day.
You too.